Now, from the home court of local sports, this is Full Court Friday.
Well, hello. Hard to believe, but already week number 2 of Full Court Friday. Ryan Kelly, Dominic Miranda. Dom, last week was great, but it just kind of felt like there was something missing.
Something missing, and that was South Georgia. Where were you? You were all on the road.
Pretty much.
This week we made amends. We got up to Cairo, Thomas County, and a lot of good stuff going on up there.
Absolutely. We've got a whole really interesting slate to get to. So let's go ahead and start with our game of the night. As our thank you, as our apology, why not head up to Syrup City, USA? That's where the Cairo Syrup Makers had a big region showdown against Westover tonight.
Absolutely. Middle of the season, look at those records. 11-5, 8-4, a lot of success early going here for 4A Region 1 basketball. Great crowd on hand at Teresa Edwards Court for this region clash, and they had a lot to cheer about early on in this one. Right there, look at the ball movement. Mari Powell hits his man. That's Yarborough cleaning up. Mr. Clean up and good. Syrup Makers strike first.
Yeah, a little later, however, Cairo is just out and just a running. JaCourtney Brown going to take it all the way. Late dish to Powell. Patience of virtue. Puts it up and in with the left. Cairo keeping pace in this one.
Syrup Makers moving the ball extremely well early in this thing. Spence to Powell. Back to Spence, rifles it into Yarborough. How about that beautiful feed inside? We call that a power layup where I'm from, Ryan. Yarborough, far from done in this one.
All right, how about this? Powell's going to bring it up the court. Look at the handles. The dirty crossover, Yarborough. Yeah, you can't draw that up any better. That's just awesome stuff. Yarborough gets the bucket.
This kid all over the place in the first half. More offense from Cairo.
Oh my
Perfect
goodness.
bounce pass up and under the do-si-do. Say it ain't so. It is so. What a move inside.
This is a clinic.
My man had 10 points just in the span the camera was on. Cairo with a hot start, but a cold finish, unfortunately, in this one tonight. Westover pulls away in a big way in half number 2. 75-54, your final in this region clash in favor of the Patriots. Cairo drops to 8-5.
Yeah, listen, Cairo had a really tough, really emotional game. Last week they played Thomasville. This week they played NFC, went up there. But the good news is you're going to get yourself a little bit of a break before you got to head up to Shaw.
Yes, absolutely. And listen, Cairo, fun to watch. You saw it right there. They obviously can score points. So
Or no, excuse me, Shaw's tomorrow.
They'll bounce back.
I thought Shaw was next week.
114.
Yeah, I made this graphic, you know. It's not like I should know these things. Whatever. Listen, part of the beauty of Full Court Friday is we get to feature teams and programs that you don't see on Football Friday night. And tonight, one of them is making their full court debut. Community Leaders, they're on the east side of Tallahassee, making their way over to NFC Community Leadership, I should say, taking on the Eagles. Early going, Carson Tyre can't get it to go, but he gets the board. Hard contact through 2 defenders, gets the first bucket of the night for NFC. But here come the Lions, a great counterpunch. Eagle defense swarms on Owen Brown. Ben Holloway's wide open. He gets the corner 3. Community Leadership, the Lions, CLA hanging right in this one. And speaking of which, how about this, pushing it up the floor in a hurry. Landon Iverson gets it to go in transition. Layup off the inbound, but NFC responds immediately. Maybe you've heard the name Traylon Ray on a Friday night before. Yeah, he gets the deuce right on back. Eagles pull away eventually. NFC takes this one tonight. 67-55.
All right, let's take it to Rose City. Thomas County Central and Houston County Yellow Jackets up 2 at the halftime break. Second half here, Ben Taylor inside to Abe Smith, up and good. Jackets and Bears going back and forth. Later, check out this ball movement by the Jackets, working it around the perimeter. Smith gets it to Asa Powell.
Okay.
And then how about this? Post-to-post passing. It's a lost start. Finds Charlie Dunbar, the 4th. Goes up strong and tickles the twine. Jackets coming out firing. A little later, off the inbound, Ben Taylor hoists up a triple. Off the mark. Check out the hops. Jermaine Dennis, the inbounder. You'll love to see that. Fourth quarter here, Jackets now facing a deficit. Gets it inside to Jeremiah Murray. Spins, glass, good. Jackets on tough, but Houston County couldn't miss at half number 2. Your final, Bears 54, Jackets 39. TCC drops to 6-8.
All right, Lincoln, one of the hottest teams in Tallahassee, looking to get the W against Gadsden. There you see both coaches there, Coach Moten,
11-5.
Coach Andy. Jaguar Savian Kennan gets the ball inside. That's a beautiful no-look dime. Nasir Williams finishes for the easy 2. Jags up 3. Ensuing possession, Jags defense, he's heating up, forcing the turnover, and watch this. Beautiful ball movement again. Drop pass, soft finish. Jags moving the ball really, really well, and Lincoln can't hold on to it. Another steal. Quintavian Butler going to say, excuse me, man on a mission. Gets the bucket, the hoop, the harm. Jaguars extend their lead to 8. They have all the momentum in the world, but Lincoln would start to get some things going. Here come the Trojans. The big man, Evan Yon. He takes it baseline to the cup for 2. Jags lead now just 4 points, but the upset tonight belongs to the mighty Jaguars in Havana. Gadsden gets it done, 74-55 over Lincoln.
All right, JP2 hosted Episcopal tonight, looking to bounce back from a loss against Monroe on Tuesday. Caden King says, I can help with that. Shovels, I should say. Chicalo moxie, showing some moxie with that layup. Panthers.
I was about to say, if you didn't say that, I was going to be so upset.
It's just sometimes the script writes itself, folks. Beza Miller, though, for Episcopal, pretty take to the 10. Forcing JP2 timeout. Later, Panthers on a run out. Muhammad Fafana, no. Jaquil Whitehead, yes. Cleanup duty, aisle 5. JP2 hanging tough with the Eagles. Too much tonight. Miller hangs in the air. Flotation drops. Then it's Evan Salter getting a bucket to go. Eagles, too talented. They get it done over the Panthers. 64-33 your final. JP2 back-to-back losses, falls to 9-7 on the year.
All right, let's keep things going. Ladies now. Florida State University High School, belovedly known as Florida High. The Rutherford Rams. Rutherford's only lost 1 game this entire season. This, a team battle of state final contenders. Shakira Edwards turns on the afterburners, going coast to coast for the visitors. Gets an easy layup in for the Rams. Seminoles respond, however. Taylor Hackett's shot going to be blocked here, but the board ends up in the hands of Lanaya Jenny, who gets it from beyond the arc. Good shot. The Seminoles respond just like that. But Edwards on the other end gets the nifty move and the foul. She's going to the charity stripe. The Rams are going up, but not to be denied. Here's Jenny again through some bodies with the layup, driving baseline. Good stuff from the Garnet and Gold there. Punch, counterpunch, punch, counterpunch. The Rams getting the bucket here. They would pull away. Rutherford ends up winning this one 49-35.
1 loss for a reason. All right, Leon Boys team making up the lion's share of the student section. See what I did there? Who wrote this? Let's start it midway through the first with the visitors. Arian Austin, all low for 3, gets it. The hierarchy triple to go down the drain. Lions defense tested early, but here come Leon. Raven Hall, he's been triple guarded. Doesn't seem to matter. Hoop and the harm. Nails the charity shot, and the Lions have the lead. But Hall got it on the other end as well, giving out invites to the block party. Be serious, that gets the fans fired up. Gritty, start to finish. That's why turnovers can be so costly in a game like this one. Pass is intercepted all the way to the bucket for Reigns. Lions lose a toughie, 27-25.
All right, let's head close to the station, Sally. The north side, McClay girls hosting Mariana at 6-8 versus 3-9, but the visitors had their way from the start. Tavania Barnes with a nice ball control gets it to lay in to start the scoring. Bulldogs defense on point 2. Genesis Meshian gets the steal. No one's going to take her. She could go. Oh, and she gets the foul. 5-0 Mariana to start in this one. Not a lot of Mariana points in the paint, but sharpshooter Cheyenne Jackson connects on the 3. 8-0 for the Bulldogs early. McClay looking for answers, so they're going to turn to Lauren Geyer. Dribbles out of trouble, finds some space, lays it in, but that's the only bucket that the Marauders would make throughout the early goings of this one. Take a look at your final. It's Mariana getting the dub in Tallahassee, 40-26. All right, quick look at the scoreboard, shall we? Because we got some interesting games that we weren't able to get to tonight. North Bay Haven makes their way down to Crawfordville. They take care of Wakulla, 69-51. Childs and Jefferson, 2 teams we were able to get on the show last week. It was, however, Childs going to Pat Kennedy's house. They get the win 55-50. On the boys' side of things in South Georgia, Thomasville Bulldogs just a barking in region play, 56-42. They make quick work of Columbus.
How about Lowndes? Big winners over Richmond Hill for the fellas. Westover defeating Cairo. Saw the tail end of that one at Teresa Edwards Court. And Thomasville clean sweep of Columbus. The ladies getting the dub as well, 53-44. South Georgia taking up Ryan Keller.
Yes, indeed. You know, I'm really interested. I really hope we can get ourselves a camera out to Lowndes soon.
Yes.
I know they're not quite having the year that they did last year, but still really solid team, lots of nice pieces. Can't wait to see what the Crimson can do as we get towards postseason play.
Yeah, I was just going to say, remember, Lowndes, big winning streak last year, if memory serves. Really very talented team, so got to get up there.
Yeah, but then a bit of an early exit, however. I'll tell you one team that doesn't look like they're in for any sort of early exit come March. That's the Florida State women. They are on fire, and when we come back, I may take a look at some of the big numbers and key figures you may want to see as the Seminoles continue to burn up the court at the Tucker Center. Stick around. Your Full Court Friday returns after this.
Last night, every soul at the Tucker Center wearing garnet and gold got their money's worth as Florida State women ran 11th ranked NC State off the floor 91-72, and it wasn't even that close. I was there. It's clear Brooke Wyckoff's team is one to watch, but just how good are they? Ryan joins us at the big board to go by the numbers.
Thanks, Dom. Florida State is putting up stellar numbers even in what is supposed to be their toughest week of the season. However, on Thursday night against the 11th ranked North Carolina State Wolfpack, it looked anything but tough as the Noles ran them off the floor. Listen, when you're talking statistics, you got to start with the easy ones because they're the most important ones. Your record, 16-3 overall, 5-1 in ACC play. And when you consider that those 3 losses are 12-4 Oklahoma State, perennial power UConn, and a Boston College squad that not only upset the Noles last week, but also the NC State Wolfpack, yeah, you feel pretty good about where you are. Now, you don't get 16-3 without some sort of signature, something to hang your hat on, and Florida State most certainly has that. Offense. New associate head coach Bill Ferrara Jr. has gotten a ton of credit for revitalizing how Florida State plays on the offensive side of the floor. They now push tempo. They now push pace. They now do a lot of things to get the ball up the floor quickly and keep that shot clock, well, not winding down all that much. 87.5 points per game. That's what the Noles are averaging, and that brings us to our next number, 19.8 points. That's your average margin of victory, just at 20, and a big reason why, that freshman wearing 00. As Dick Vitale would say, a diaper dandy. Tania Latson has been stellar multiple times. She's been the ACC Rookie of the Week. I want to say 8 off the top of my head. 3 times she's been the player off the top of the week, and 3 times she swept that category altogether. But on Thursday against the North Carolina State Wolfpack, maybe her most impressive feat so far. She dropped 31 on NC State, which means that she now has 6 games of 30-plus points or more. That is not a freshman record. That is not some sort of Brooke Wyckoff or Sue Simrau era record. That is a program record for someone who still has 12 regular season games to go in her freshman year. Now, the road doesn't get any tougher for the Florida State Seminoles. They've still got road dates against top 25 teams in Notre Dame and Virginia Tech, and a home date with Duke at the Tucker Center. But if you take care of business, this is not only a team that might be hosting come March, but they might just have a season we're talking about in Tallahassee for a very, very long time. And Dom, one more thing, Charlie Krim, who does the women's bracketology for ESPN, he put out his new field of 68 today. Florida State moved from a 7 seed to a 5 seed. Got to be a 4 seed to host, but boy howdy, it sure does look like things are shaping up for Brooke Wyckoff.
I imagine that seed to decrease in number 4-3 to even 1 with the way they are playing. I think they're averaging close to 90 points per contest. Watching them play, I know you've been out to the Tucker Center just like I have. So much fun. Defense to offense, pushing the pace, electricity. Very fun to watch.
A really sharp resume for the Florida State women, but we've got some other college teams hoping to spruce theirs up just a little bit. Well, when we come back, a little preview of the weekend's college action coming up on Full Court Friday. All right, Dom, we got a lot of college talk to get to, so what do you say we get right to it?
Take us away.
All right, let's start at the Tucker Center this weekend. Going to be a tall task for the FSU men hosting 13th ranked Virginia. The Cavaliers' pack line defense, front and center, offense has scored just about 70 a game. The Hoos have 4 players who average double figures, including Kihei Clark, who's been there for, I swear, probably about 20 years. But he's never played Baba Miller before, and that's what's going to be there for that 4 p.m. tip.
Interesting. 70 points seems high. Right next door, the Lawson Center will also be occupied for a pair of games. The Rattler men and women looking for SWAC win number 1, this time against Arkansas Pine Bluff. And this is a golden chance against the Golden Lions. Love what you did there. At least for the ladies, UAPB 3-11 on the year. The fellas 6-11, 2-2 in SWAC play. Big opportunity.
Yeah, speaking of big opportunities, stakes probably highest for the VSU ladies, but the men and the women are traveling to Lee. The men are trying to push their winning streak to 6, but the big story, Lady Blazers going for 14 straight against the 13th ranked Lady Flames in Cleveland, Tennessee. Quick look at some other games that are going on. TCC, men and women on the road at Pensacola State, and a little NAI action as well, Dom.
Nighthawks at home welcoming Coastal Georgia. Keep it rolling, Thomas. Come on now.
All right, yeah, we did the feature, and then
they lost.
And then the losing streak.
The curse of full court
send your letters, send your letters and your complaints to Dominic Miranda. But hey, good luck to all of our college teams this weekend. Dom, great work as always, my friend. Have a great weekend, everybody. It was always the Jags.